Today I'm going to show you how to replace a coolant tank for Volvo XC90 2003-2014 model. All the tools you need is a flat screwdriver, some sort of light unless you're outside, and about a half-gallon bottle for draining the coolant and then returning it back to the system. So the first step we need to do is to open this, show it here, connection. You basically need to press this part down and pull, and this is how you disconnect it. Then the next thing would be to open this clamp. If your car has the original one, it most likely is not gonna have this screw, so you have to cut it with pliers, and then you have to buy from a hardware store similar type of bracket to replace it, because the original ones are one-time use. I bought this one on Amazon. I'll post a link in the description. This actually requires more tightening than I thought. Make sure that your car is not hot. You haven't run it recently, because the water can blow in your face. So my plan is to remove first the top ones, and without removing the bottom one, to try to drain the coolant. I mean, worst case, you can lose the coolant and fill it up with water, but the plan is not to do that. So the way you remove this one from the car, you just lift it up, and then I wanted to do it like this. Let's see if it's going to work. Remove the light, put this one down here, and open the cap for air to get in. It's working. So this is going to take a while, so I'm going to pause the video and show you the result later. So I drained the majority of the water, but now the remaining is very little, so I cannot drain it from the top. So I removed the bottom hose, and for the bottom hose I just keep it inclined so it doesn't fall, it doesn't spill. And can you hold that for me? Thank you. I just open it like this. This one needs to stay up because there's more coolant in it, so we just drain this. This is the lowest point, so it's going to be easy. There you go. So yeah, the sensor of this one is broken, that's why I'm replacing it. Mounting it, it's easy. You just repeat the same thing in reverse. First thing is you need to remove this pigtail, not pigtail, cable binder. So we start from the big one. Make sure it's open, and the trick is you put first the hose, then you open. Can you show here? You put the hose first, then you open the bracket more, put it in the correct position, and then tighten like this. Don't over tighten, because you either broke the bracket or the plastic underneath. So with that put in place, we can install the side ones in the same way. You just pull this back, put the hose, in place, and then untighten a little bit more. In your case, if you were replacing the original one, you have to replace the original brackets with aftermarket like this one. I'm not replacing it for the first time, and the reason I'm replacing it is because the sensor got stuck and it constantly shows me that I have to fill up the coolant, but I don't. So it's impossible to fix it because it's very deep inside and we cannot reach it. And the whole tank costs like $25, so it's not really expensive. Here is a little trickier. I need to untighten a little bit more. Okay, it doesn't work, so we're gonna try something else. Try to put it when the bracket is in the position, and yep, it worked. So tighten the last one, and after you do that, tighten it nicely and put it in place. It's just two. There you go. And the last step is to, not the last step, the second to last is to refill the coolant. I think it was a little bit overfilled on the previous tank, so I'll just leave it like that and check if later I need to put a little bit more. And the very last step is to connect the sensor. The sensor is this thing. It goes to here, and then we just slide it here in position. And now with that, I think this is the whole process. You just have to check if the sensor works. So the last thing is you have to check if the sensor works. When you fill up the coolant, you have to click on this message and read all the messages and see if you have a message about the coolant. It says fill washer fluid, which I just did, which means that my sensor on the washer fluid is bad, but there's nothing about the coolant. So driver door open, which is true. The washer fluid, it's not true, but it's filled, and I don't have any messages, so that means that the sensor works, because it was showing coolant low when I disconnected the washer fluid tank. But basically it works if the circuit gets disconnected. It triggers the system to show you that you're low on coolant. So this is works as if your sensor gets broken, and it's going to show you that you don't have coolant. In our case, it shows that it works. So yeah, that's it. If you like it, press the like button, subscribe for more. I hope you learned something. Bye.